Hello guys, good morning and welcome to the new stream of Genshin Impact.
Look! It's that ball of light again! Let's follow it! Hey! It disappeared behind that door! Does that mean we can open it now?
Welcome.
Wow! Your home's so pretty! Paimon loves what you've done with it.
I knew you'd appreciate it, Paimon. Hearing that makes it all feel worthwhile, even if I had to squeeze it in during my spare time. It all started the day I finished building the secret lodge. I was planning to keep the streak going and build a few more, but there was no one around to inspire me. So after a while, my enthusiasm just is there no way to have fun, enjoy myself, and feel like I've accomplished something all at the same time? Then the answer suddenly popped into my head.
Wait, have we skipped straight to the answer?
Keep up, Paimon. Time waits for no one. Look, it's right in front of your eyes.
Through this door?
Well, not just this door, but you're not wrong. Everything has to start somewhere. What better place than here?
Oh, wait a minute! You're going too fast! Paimon can't keep up! What are we supposed to be getting ready for?
Oh, don't you worry about that. You don't need to get ready for anything. It's just a turn of phrase. Based on my observations and understanding, you're not a fan of complex introductions and explanations. You prefer to find your fun in the heat of adventure. Am I right? Glad to hear it. In that case, brace yourself. You know us angels. We just can't resist the satisfaction of guiding adventure. Well, seeing as the goal is to be kind and help others find happiness. What? So, I had a sudden stroke of genius. I transformed my little lodge into a place where you can relax. To tell you the truth, even compared to the other angels, if I were to bury a chest in the wild and not show you the way, I'm afraid you wouldn't be able to find it. Anyway, I digress. I don't want to make things deliberately difficult, nor do I need you to run around the wild just to keep me entertained. All you have to do is find 3 feathers right here in this room. And once you're done, let me know so I can watch you open your reward. And not...
Ah! So we're going on...
Exactly! A trip! Was that a little much? Don't worry, it's incredibly simple. Just put your thinking caps on, search
Ah! A gust of super sweet wind just blew right down Paimon's throat! Ah! Hey, where are we? That teapot and those cups look really big! Wait a second. Did we shrink?
Apologies. I was hoping to invite animal actors, but alas, I'm used to dealing with thespians of a more...
Huh? Nicole, you shrink too? Paimon...
Nicole, The magnificent, massive mage propping up the heavens while crouching down to talk? No, thank you. I'm quite happy with my current size. Anyway, welcome to the Great Mage's Tea Party. Now, pour yourselves some tea.
जो भी new है, please make sure to like, share and subscribe, guys.
Does the Great Mage's Tea Party evolve as boiling the water ourselves?
It's called participation, Paimon. This is all about creating a sense of participation.
Sugar ourselves too?
Alice takes 3 sugars, Anya prefers 1, and Barbeloff likes hers without.
Okay. Should Paimon be writing this down?
No need. I'm just thinking out loud.
A path opened up! Looks like we can go this way! Giant Mandragora statue?
Hold on a moment. Sorry. Just a moment.
It's moving!
Aha! Much better.
What do you mean? Much?
Come on, it's barely attacking you. You can handle a little spirited tickling, can't you? Heaven's will made mine. Defiance.
Scorching burn! A new dawn rises!
I think not. Our little trick. Heaven's will made mine. And look, the tea's still nice and warm. Just right, in fact.
Did you just plan this whole thing just so you could sit back and enjoy this moment yourself?
Come now. This is your reward. You were the ones who earned it after all. Go on then, open it up.
Paimon can't help but wonder why you're so excited about these rewards. Sure, Paimon looks forward to the traveler's reaction when she gets him a gift, but this feels kind of different.
Oh, don't worry about that. I don't mind. At worst, my answer might shatter a few illusions you have about the angelic race. If you thought we were all selfless, benevolent beings, as for your question, my dearest Paimon, my excitement has nothing to do with sharing the joy of those I guide. Instead, it derives from completing the duties I am burdened with.
Huh?
It all started with the birth of the angels. We were entrusted with the mission to love all living beings on this land. But unlike the gods who came after, our ability to perceive emotion was crude and undeveloped. Most of the time, we simply executed our orders from above, like automatons following commands. Aside from enlightenment, guidance was our primary mission. It was one of the few instincts retained by my former peers after they were stripped of their wisdom. Upon completing our missions, we gained a certain sense of joyous relief. It was the most intense emotional experience an angel could normally undergo.
Isn't it?
Maybe, but I prefer not to think of it as something worthy of pity. After all, not even the great ruler of the firmament can deny the truth of the emotions in my heart right now. Besides, guiding others is a good thing in itself, don't you think? If you don't mind, could you come back a little while later? I still need to check that the other rooms are all in working order. Unbelievable. Mr. Nine has refused to help me write my masterpiece. She said, it might be best if you wrote this one yourself, considering the highly complex world building. I cajoled and pestered her all I could, but believe me, I'd finish it myself if I could. That was my intention from the beginning. I wanted to finish a work of my own to prove a point to her, but it didn't work out. The moment the ending popped into my mind, my creative drive was extinguished. You two may well be the only people in this world to ever hear the tale of Nicole Coco, the mage from Planet Meow. So please, do not forget her, and do not forget her adventures.
Traveler, Paimon. It's been a while. As it happens, there is a letter here for you. One moment. Here.
The Catherine का voice ही change कर दिया.
A letter? From who? Dear Diary, I'm Kale. I work as a trainee forest ranger under my master, Tainari. I'm also studying at the academia. I've been getting better and better at reading lately. Mr. Al-Haytham says that the written word is a crucial medium for exploring the world and understanding oneself. That said, what should I write about? Things are pretty quiet in Sumeria these days. Life is good. When I think back to the days when I suffered from Elazar, or way back to when I was injected with god remains, I'm in a much better place now. I'll leave it there for now. Master said he'll take me shopping in Sumeru City today, which is great because I've been meaning to visit the toy seller at the Grand Bazaar for a while.
Kale, time to go.
Yes, Master! Huh?
What's wrong, Kale? Is there something on my face?
No, sorry. I didn't mean to stare. Did Master Tainari send you to pick me up?
Master Tainari? Tainari is the General Mahamatra. He's probably busy arresting criminals in Sumeru City. I mean...
Wait, Master Tainari?
Sorry? Oh, you mean that guy who just joined the Vahumana Darshan? Rumor has it he's the leader of the Temple of Silence. Sounds like you've been getting to know more and more people since you joined the academia. That's great, but don't let your forest ranger duties fall by the wayside, okay?
What's going on? Sethos is acting like he's my master. And Master Tainari has taken over Mr. Sight. If so, it's a weird choice of prank. But anyway, Sethos doesn't look like he's joking.
Hey, you're zoning out again. I'm gonna buy some tools for the rangers. Why don't you stretch your legs a bit? It's been a while.
Wait! He's right. It has been a while since I last visited Sumeru City. Was it always like this? I mean, is this really Sumeru City?
Hey, did you see who just walked by? I think she's that famous merc. Would you like some fruit? It takes courage to maintain a peaceful life, too.
How will I ever save enough money to buy that custom-made axe with floral carvings from the blacksmith?
I heard that Sage disappears without a trace as soon as he gets off work. It's a little mysterious, if you will.
Lord Kave Bay, did you get a chance to review this month's accounts? Any feedback?
You mean the version you sent over a few days ago? I was thinking that maybe our profit margin is a little excessive. I visited some of our commercial partners last month.
Are you suggesting that we give up some of our profit?
Well, since we have more than we need, yes. Making money for its own sake is pointless. Don't worry, I've already planned for it and the numbers look fine. We can adjust the rates starting from next month. Also, about that designer you hired, I've had to revise his proposal 3 times now, but he just doesn't seem to... Let's cut our losses. Pay him his fee and send him on his way. I'd like you to get Layla on this instead. She was Cyrus's student and she designed the Palace of Alcazar. Who's sneaking around over there?
Mr. Kave?
Do you recognize this person, sir? Yes, it's all right. We've met. This is Kale, Sethos' trainee. He brought her along. What brings you to the city, Kale?
No, this is all wrong! This can't be real. I have to ask someone else. There's gotta be someone else out there who still remembers the truth.
Hey, wait! Don't run off! How strange. What's gotten into her?
It's like everyone switched places. I guess I'll keep looking around.
Catherine ko udah aja.
Would you like a cup of coffee? Students are under so much pressure these days.
Lots of visitors today, I see. Welcome all. It's been a while.
Hey, Raman. You know that guy who sells face powder on Treasure Street? I haven't seen him around in a while. Any idea what happened to him?
Oh, you mean a Hongar? Yeah, he got into a brawl with Shavirme on Treasure Street. He's been banned from setting up shop there for now.
Seriously? Oh, well, that's a shame. I was planning.
Oh, don't worry about it.
The legendary Flame Mane discussing makeup with the Zubair Theater star dancer.
Flame Mane? You know, I'm not actually sure when people started calling me that. Maybe the other Eremites thought I needed a fiercer type. To be completely honest, I think the title would fit you better than me, Dee.
You think? Can't say I've never imagined myself as a merc. If I ever give up the dancing, maybe I'll head to the desert and...
You would?
Is that so strange?
Oh, not at all. In fact, I've actually had similar thoughts before. If I ever get tired of sleeping out in the wild, I've adored the dance of Sub-Zeros ever since the first time I saw you perform it.
Really? If our manager Sataria heard you say that, she'd hold you to it. Hey, when that day comes, I'll...
Sure. If the day comes, I'd be...
Everyone I know, everything I've ever known. Suddenly it's all a jumbled mess. The question is, who's right? Them or me? Oh, my head feels so heavy. I can't think straight.
All right, not a single Mora short.
What a relief. I was worried.
Well, next time, don't fret. Just let me know and I'll give you a few days' grace. We've known each other long enough for that. Anyway, how are you,
Yeah, I can't explain it. I just feel more inspired at night. Once I get in the zone. But what about you?
Well, it's just... I guess I should be used to it after living here for so many years. But for some reason, once I've made enough Mora, I'm gonna buy a huge new house. As big... True. I'll never be able to afford it on a scribe's salary alone. I need to find another way.
Mahamatra Tainari, we've apprehended the suspect. They say that the fool is prone to blind faith, but the wise man, Suraj, do you have an...
Tainari, you were the one who turned the sages against me. Just a few words of caution from you was all it... And now you're trying to stop me again? You should know that mechanical life is the future!
That's enough. I'm not in the mood to listen to your lunacy. Anyone could tell you how amateur your work is. Karina, Ilias,
Yes, sir.
Next on the agenda What is it? Wait, did Professor Zahahati send you? She's been encouraging me to take on an apprentice. Might be
No, Master! It's me! Listen to me. Something really weird is going on in Sumeru City. You're not the General Mahamatra. You're a Forest Watcher. Just yesterday we agreed...
All right, there's no rush. Your name is Kale, correct? Although this is our first meeting, you do seem strangely familiar somehow. Is there anything I can help?
No. Master!
What is it? Did you have another nightmare? I've told you before, when you're tired, lay down on your back in bed and get some proper sleep. It's much better for you than napping on your front. Poor posture obstructs your breathing, which can lead to all sorts of weird dreams. Now, we're supposed to go shopping in Sumeru City today, remember? Go wash your face, take some deep breaths, and...
Okay. Thanks, Master Tainari.
And yet, dreams can sometimes be a warning of things that will soon come to pass. That dream felt unusually real, didn't it? Here's my suggestion. Since you're heading into Sumeru City anyway, you may as well tell Lesser Lord Kusanali about... And just to be on the safe side, I think you should also inform your 2 traveler friends who once helped save Sumeru. I'd write them a letter if I were you. Time is short. A storm is coming from beyond the bounds of fate.
Let's go.
What a strange situation. No wonder. Imagine waking up one day to find that everything around you has changed. Let's get to Sumeru and find out what the heck is going on. Kale! Traveler! Paimon! Thank goodness. I'm so glad you made it. Of course! We won't let anything happen to you, Kale. So, what's going on in Sumeru City? Yeah, I was just after I wrote my letter. Master and I went to Sumeru City and told the Dendro Archon everything that I experienced. She was silent at first. It seemed like she was deep in thought. Then the next day, we got told that she was ordering everyone to leave Sumeru City immediately and move the caravan Rebot. The entire population.
Not just Sumeru City. The evacuation also includes Lokapala Jungle, Avidia Forest, Ashavan Realm, and Ardravi Valley. Basically, everyone living in the rainforest must temporarily relocate.
Holy smokes!
Yes, it's quite an operation. Even if people only bring the bare essentials, they've requisitioned almost all the Sumpter Beasts in Sumeru for the task, including the entirety of Dori's Sumpter Beast Park. The Dendro Archon said that what Kale experienced was not a After our meeting, she immediately summoned the 6 sages to analyze the situation and discuss countermeasures. They concluded that the events seen in the dream are very likely to become a reality. Please keep that to yourself. The official reason they've given is a large-scale renovation of the rainforest ecosystem. People are skeptical, but there haven't been any—
The Dendro Archon seemed really worried when we spoke to her. She said you can go. She also said she'd hold out until the very end.
Tainari? Kale? You got a minute?
One moment, I'll be right. As a forest watcher, I've been tasked with assisting with the relocation work. There's a lot— This will be the final group of evacuees from Sumeru City. While they're away from home, they'll be heavily reliant. Thank you for coming in our time of need. As you can see—
Excuse me, sorry to trouble you, but could you help an old man?
Where's my mom? Where did she go?
Those items are worth a small fortune. Make sure you store—
I bet you thought you'd get away with this in the chaos, huh? Guess again. Nope.
We should go help the evacuee.
I'm so glad that you believed me and came all this— Don't worry. We may not know exactly what's going on yet, but as long as— Goodbye! Will do. Paimon's not sure how she found the words to comfort Kale because, honestly, let's head to the Sanctuary of
Who goes there? No one authorized.
Are you blind? It's the traveler.
Huh? Oh, so it is. I'm sorry, I haven't been sleeping well lately. The Dendro Archon is in a very vulnerable state at the moment. Mahamatra Sino is concerned that our enemies might choose this moment—
Just seeing you two again already puts our minds at ease. Please, enter.
Traveler, Paimon, you made it.
Aha! Perfect timing.
Oh, it's good to see everyone again? Kale, what kind of danger is Sumeru City and
At this stage, we can't be certain. We're
I take it that Kale told you about her.
Yeah. Apparently, everyone in Sumeru City was acting super weird.
That's right. Kale and Tainari reported the situation to the Dendro Archon. She believes that it wasn't merely a dream, and that whatever it was has something to do with.
It's a reasonable inference. Only through Irminsul can people's memory and cognition be so significantly modified.
We don't know why Kale would dream of these things, nor who was trying to warn her. The Dendro Archon decided to connect to Irminsul to investigate more thoroughly.
Irminsul is connected directly to the ley lines. The tree serves as a central hub where the ley lines converge, and its core function is to record and store the. But something has gone awry, severely compromising the performance. Information is bottlenecking inside Irminsul, hampering the ley lines' flow. If this continues, new information will languish unrecorded, with existing.
In short, the souls of the dead will be stranded, while the living have their sense of reality warped. In the long run, Kale's dream could well become a reality. And that's just the beginning.
I have come this far, to use my death to open the gates of the ley lines.
Faced with a growing backlog of information, the Dendro Archon decided to connect herself directly to Irminsul and take over the recording and processing.
But it is an almost impossible task. Individual brains aren't equipped to deal with the sheer volume of knowledge and memories and for God.
The Dendro Archon's power originates from Irminsul. Any issue. On top of that, she's subjecting herself to the grueling task of processing, and despite all of this, she is somehow finding the strength to investigate the Irminsul situation from within.
I finished analyzing the latest data. Looks like our working theory was wrong. There's no signs of.
So it's internal then? Some sort of disease, perhaps? No.
Sino? What is it?
Not long ago, I got a tip from the Core of 30 that a large number of unidentified merchant caravans. At first, I suspected that they might have something to do with all this, so I sent some people to investigate. But if Irminsul...
Don't you think there are more important things to worry about right now than guess? It's been over 12 hours with no new intel. If even the Keeper of Irminsul is this badly affected, you can...
Dendro Archon.
What's wrong?
Her breathing is weak, and her...
Looks like it's time to move to the backup.
What's the backup?
Get out of the city and take the Dendro Archon with us. The entrance to Irminsul is directly beneath the sanctuary of Surasthana. That means this is ground zero if anything.
The Dendro Archon has a very strong connection to Irminsul. But under normal circumstances, she can unleash her full power here. But with Irminsul out...
The situation is critical. There's no time to deliberate. Everyone in agreement?
I'll deal with it. I'll also let the Matra and the Core of...
Let's go. No sense grieving when there's nothing more we can do.
Agreed. We'll be back as soon as this is...
The last group of civilians has been safely evacuated. Dendro Archon's carriage will travel with them. Sino and Hat Guy will protect the convoy. With the Dendro Archon in a coma, and with Irminsul still deteriorating,
We have no choice but to evacuate, Sir Mir. Stop moaning, Cyrus. We're the teachers here. We should be showing a little more confidence, don't you think?
A wise
Let's move out to Caravan Rebot.
Sir, all units are in position.
Good. Everything is going to plan. Interfering with Sumeru City is a necessary step, so do not hesitate. We need to speed things up here, too. We don't want to keep our client waiting, do we?
No, sir. You have my word. Everything.
They say that fervent ambition attracts the favor of the gods, and with it, but we appear to be the exception. So, is our ambition not strong enough? Or...
How is the Dendro?
Her breathing is steady. I prepared some therapeutic incense for her, but her vitals are still very weak. Based on the information you've provided, I have a working hypothesis. Her condition is partly due to Irminsul's influence, and partly due to a physiological imbalance caused by the elemental energy usually flows through the body at a relatively constant rate. The body grows accustomed to this rhythm, so when it's thrown out of...
Is this similar to the ley lines? Overloading and withering both directly affect their vitality.
Correct. From a biological perspective, if you overexert yourself, you pay the price with your life. The Dendro Archon is not only drained of power, but her life force is at a critically low level.
Is there any way to restore her health? I know the ley lines have strong self-healing abilities. As long as any blockages or pollutions are dealt with, they can quickly regain their vitality. But what about people? Well, gods. What's their capacity for self-healing?
Before we think about that, there's a bigger predicament to resolve. Restoring the Dendro Archon's power requires us to heal Irminsul first. But that will be extremely difficult without the Dendro Archon's power.
Master Tainari and Sino look so serious.
Tainari.
PUBG helmet लेके आया है.
Master Nephis, sages.
Tainari, haven't seen you in it. Have you gotten taller? Or did your ears get longer?
Hopefully the former, Uncle
Sino, where's Professor Cyrus? I thought he'd be with you.
He went out into the wild to investigate the situation. He said that the Irminsul anomaly will likely start to affect the real world.
He shouldn't be trotting around alone at his age. Which way did he go? I'll look.
Would someone mind introducing us?
Ah, yes, of course. I'm sure we're all familiar with the Traveler and Paimon. They're the heroes who helped foil Azar's conspiracy. These gentlemen and I are the 6 current sages of the Academia. Balduri and I are part of the Old Guard, while the other 4 took office after Azar and his clique fell. We have Sage Elkindi of the Spantamad Darshan, Sage Farnas of Kasharawar, Rataoist Sage Shakir, and finally Harabatot Sage Rush.
Nice to meet you all!
I've heard much about you. Delighted to finally meet you in person.
You're younger than I imagined for someone with the power to stand up to fate itself.
Once we're on the other side of this, could we get a photo together? My daughter has a friend named Isak. He's all...
Of course! No true hero would deny a child.
Back to business. So with the Dendro Archon currently in a coma, we need to come up with a plan as soon as possible. Farnas.
Well, firstly, having reviewed the data, I'm inclined to agree with your assessment. This doesn't look like an attack on Irminsul from the outside. Rather, it resembles a malfunctioning machine. That being said, before we consider how to fix it, we need to understand precisely what has gone wrong. Furthermore, we somehow need to ascertain this without relying...
We have no direct access to Irminsul. However, we might be able to gather the information we need from the ley lines. Study the branches to look... Wait, is that what Cyrus is up to? No wonder he ran off to research in the wild.
I heard that while in the sanctuary of Surasthana, The Dendro Archon had to serve as the central information hub herself. This is a clear Irminsul is vital, not just to the safety of Sumeru, but to all of Tevat. We must be the ones to bear responsibility for this world. To be on the safe side, I think we need to
Are you saying we should consider a scenario in which Irminsul...
I'm merely pointing out...
You have a valid point. But until worse comes to...
Kale, I understand that you were the first to foresee this crisis.
Of course, but
If there are no signs of external damage, could it be a stress fracture? Metals tend to suffer from this issue with long-term use. And Irminsul...
It's possible, but surely a stress fracture would be more likely to cause a complete shutdown.
Sages, General Mahamatra, sorry to interrupt.
What happened?
Some citizens didn't believe that Sumeru City was really in any danger. They slipped away and hid during...
How many people are we talking?
About a dozen. Sakura found them while on patrol, but they appeared to be suffering from psychosis. For whatever reason. By the time we arrived, there were only 2 survivors. One was unconscious from their injuries.
Where did this happen?
Near Yasna Monument.
That's not far from Caravan Rebot.
Master.
I know. The Irminsul anomaly is beginning to have effects in the world. I didn't expect it to spread.
Sir Cyrus said the same thing. He sent me...
I'll go join him.
Count me in too. Don't let my age fool you, I can...
Very well. Meanwhile,
get back soon.
Take care of yourselves.
Please, don't go any further. As you get closer to Sumeru City...
So this is our mentally...
I'm going to gut you all!
Cyrus, you didn't even bring a single guard? Do you think...
It's fine. Come here and look at this.
Oh, it's...
That's right. Flowers that bloom from openings in the ley lines, indicating...
I don't believe I've ever...
Did you discover it nearby?
Not just here. Way over there, too. They're everywhere. There's even...
How did you ascertain the situation further ahead?
Yes. This area is relatively safe so far. But if you continue... However, some vision-bearing mercenaries were able to maintain their sanity a little better. They're the ones...
Sino, do you remember the class I taught on...
I do, Professor. I received...
Good. After all these years, it's time to put that knowledge into practice. There must be anomalous information hidden within these blossoms. Alkindi, been a while since we worked on a...
Sure has. Well...
Anything we can do to help?
Will you need my help?
All right, well...
Let's regroup at Caravan Rebot later.
That should be the heart of Oasis. All we need to do is light it with the fire seed, and the damage it suffered internally will also... You thought of some? Really?
Whew. Glad to see.
Any longer and we would have gone out looking.
Well, this is a nice surprise. Paimon sure feels better with everyone we know.
We've made some progress, so let's start. By dissecting the ley line's blossoms, we've been able to deduce that although Irminsul is experiencing an anomaly, it is not. The Dendro Archon has the power to connect to Irminsul, but there's also another way. I assume you recall the device.
Devices? Oh, wait. You...
The Akasha terminal? That's right.
Of course! It's been so long, Paimon almost forgot all about the Akash.
Yes, but although the system isn't currently operational, the and it turns out that a certain someone gets so bored at work that he's actually read through every single one.
No prizes for guessing who...
If praising others is that embarrassing for you, you can simply...
As much as it pains me to say anything nice about him, there's no denying his intelligence. The Akasha is exactly what Sumeru needs at this moment. Between us, we should have all the knowledge and expertise we need to get...
But if I recall correctly, doesn't the Akasha...
That's exactly right. The Akasha relies on the Gnosis as a power source, and in its absence, we'll need to find an alternative to tackle this...
Namely, to the Temple of Silence. It's the only major institution in Sumeru dedicated to preserving the knowledge of King Deshret's civilization. You might find the answers you're looking...
I agree.
Master Nephis and the other sages have discussed it. As the chaos from Irminsul continues, we have to move into the desert next. The scholars and sages will head to the Temple of Silence, while the civilian population...
The Eremites will keep everyone safe during the journey. And Candace...
This leaves us just one... That Dendro...
She's very weak. We can't afford to...
Huh. Well, luckily, the Traveler had a eureka moment while we were out...
Really?
Wow, nice one,
What say our Amorta X?
Theoretically, it's feasible. From what you're saying, although elemental life and elemental energy have their differences, in which case... As long as a Pep is willing...
It wouldn't be difficult for her at all. The only problem is convincing her to help.
Yeah! Even though she wasn't exactly friendly the last time we met, when she realizes the danger that Nahida is in, sure...
Either way, we're not exactly...
Hey, it's better than having no op...
I agree. Without Irminsul's aid, the legendary Dendro Dragon Apep may well be the only living thing in Sumeru who can help our Archon. There's no time to lose. I'll bring this proposal to Master right away. The academics will go to the Temple of Silence to look for a solution to the Akasha problem. The Eremites will escort the civilians safely to Aru Village.
There's still a long road ahead, and no knowing if we'll make it. But at least we have a direction now.
If there are no objections, then let's proceed. But before we adjourn, I would like to... No matter the distance between us, there will always be an invisible force tying us together. May the bonds forged in the past...
Huh. Is that...
No.
What's the difference?
The sequel's much cooler.
Couldn't agree more.
Well, it was very apropos. Once this is all over, I'll give Come on, let's get...
Tainari has brought me up to speed. But we can't proceed with everything right away. The people need to rest. For many of them, this will be their first time in the desert. You two, please go on ahead with the Dendro Archon.
No problem.
Words can't express my gratitude. So let me just say...
All right, let's get going. If Paimon remembers
Traveler, Paimon. Kale. Well, Master Tainari once told me, after you raise a problem, you should think about how to resolve it. But I tried my best to keep up with the conversation, but there was so much new information, I couldn't take it all in.
Huh. Paimon knows it, but fear not. Everything you need to know is right here in It's got tons of info about all the things we've seen and heard on our adventures. little simplified, but hopefully it'll... You see? Being the greatest guide in Tibet isn't just a fancy title. It takes... Paimon doesn't always understand the things you're talking about with other people. Whenever that happens, she notes down the confusing parts and goes over them in her own time.
This is perfect.
Sure. Matter of fact, you can keep it if you want. Paimon has another copy. The spare copy was originally meant for the traveler. Paimon used to worry that one day he might not need a guide anymore, so she wanted to have a gift for him in case we ever parted ways. But it doesn't seem so necessary nowadays. We have so many more places to see together.
Thank you so much. But still, these are your treasured memories. Anyway, that was all.
See ya! Alright, time to bring the Hida to see a pep. Let's hope that old grouch is in a negotiating mood. Hey, here's a thought. If we brought Nervalette along, do you think he could help us persuade a pep to help? Actually, never mind. In a pep size, Nervalette's probably one of those dragons who's grown too close to humankind. They might end up fighting for all we know.
I had a feeling your kind might come calling. The ley lines are in disarray. Something has gone wrong with Irminsul yet. Even from a great distance away, I can... You who took our home from us, prepare to watch as your own world is plunged into oblivion.
This isn't a joke, Pep. Nahida's in grave...
Is she now? Then do explain. For what reason should I lend Booer my assistance? The age of the dragons ended long ago, and the world that replaced it is under the dominion of the heaven. In choosing not to side with your enemies when the heavenly principles' rules began to relax, do not forget that I have no love for this world you hold so dear.
Apep, if you truly despise gods and humans so much, well, after the great humiliation of being helped by a god in the past, shouldn't you be jumping at this chance to balance the scales?
Now that is a when El Ahmar plotted against me and I was tortured by forbidden knowledge, and though I regard with shame the pity of my enemies, to receive aid without repaying it would likewise tarnish a Oh, tiny Boer, puny humans. Just this once I shall deign to show you the true...
Whoa! It's happening again! We're gonna get sucked in!
It is done. The heart of Oasis is supplying her with life force as we speak. But I should warn you, Booer's existence is closely intertwined with Irminsul. Unless the issues plaguing it are resolved, she will never completely recover her. Spare me your words of gratitude. You may also spare me your feigned A dragon's sovereign's power is far greater than you can imagine. While I was indeed weakened when the heart of Oasis ran dry, providing Tiny Boer with a morsel of my life force shall have little consequence.
Oh, good to hear.
Ever held in high favor.
Well, you know.
The compliment was sincere. I did once. That tree was not planted by the heavenly principles.
What?
There was a time when it belonged to Tevat. Its appearance and function then differed greatly from today. The ley lines flowed with an abundance of a familiar, primitive form of elemental energy. You may know it as the power of the Light Realm. The heavenly principles usurped and refashioned Irminsul, made it serve humanity, and used it to anchor the fate of the world. Yet in the end, humanity, heavenly principles, God of gods. It makes me sick. The enmity between your as things stand today, holding a grudge against you, but there will come a day when we reclaim this world for ourselves. The opportunity will arise no matter how long we must wait. I can already sense that far away from here, the Hydro Dragon has wrested his authority from the hands of the usurpers. Though we have yet to meet, I know that we are both preparing for our revenge day and night.
Uh-huh.
I hear a great disturbance.
Huh?
Sandstorms come. The Jinn. Another calamity approaches. Booer is safe with me, once she has recovered.
Oh, thanks again!
I told you already I have no need.
Nahida? You're awake! Are you—
Cease your interrogation. Yes, she will take it. We shall talk.
Where the heck are we? Did you just dump us in the middle of nowhere? Wait. No. Paimon
There's no need for everyone to stay here.
Yes, Mahamatra.
Sino! What's going on?
You're back. How is the Dendro Archon?
What a relief.
It's the Jinn. Countless Jinn have stirred up violent sandstorms across the desert, blocking our path to Tainari and Kale have returned to Aru village to help. The Jinn are being highly aggressive.
It's just one thing after another. Where did all of them come from anyway? In all my trips
As I see it, the only possible candidate is Gurabad.
Gurabad?
Baladuri could explain in more detail if he were here. All I know is a rumor I've heard about from previous trips to the desert. Supposedly, a great number of dormant Jinn lie sealed beneath that city.
Gurabad is, for me, a fated land. I must therefore return back to this city, or my master. I am sorry that I couldn't stay by your side for long, and that I could not have more time to get familiar with you.
Lilipar. Yeah, we once said goodbye to a friend there. Well, maybe not a friend exactly, but someone we met on the road anyway. If we can find a way to wake her up, maybe she can—
Well, be careful. You may find there's—
You mean there are other—
It's a sensible assumption to make. The moment we arrived in Caravan Rebod, the Irminsul anomaly started spreading in that direction. Now we've moved to the desert, and suddenly we're plagued by to call it a coincidence.
Don't worry, we've gotten a lot stronger since our—
It appears the monsters native to the desert have been stirred by the...
You should get going. We'll take care of things here. You too.
Don't do anything too risky. You got it?
The Jinn are swarming out of Gurabot! Looks like Alhazen was right! Let's get inside and see what's going on! Just you wait! They just keep coming! How many of these things are there? We'll never take them all around! Let's just head further inside for now! Dead with me! Why?
Target spotted! All units at the ready.
Chili? They must be using this place as a stronghold! Are they the ones behind all this?
Out of my way!
Fighting Jin with one hand and Fatui with the other? This is pure chaos!
Dead with me!
Forest, protect us.
Mission, make sure no
Top right there!
Mission, make sure no Mission.
Just you wait! Dissipate!
I'm gonna fix
Dead
your
with me!
skull!
Leave this.
Surge.
Couldn't fix it.
Do you see that strange machine? Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that that's the thing wrecking Gurabot and setting all those dangerous Jinn free!
The target has reached the core zone. Requesting backup. Repeat, requesting backup.
Backup en route! Stop him at all costs!
This ought to do it.
It seems my subordinates failed to stop you in your tracks.
Apologies, sir.
There is no need to apologize. You did well to hold your ground against such a powerful adversary for a...
So, you're in charge here, huh? First the problems with Irminsul, now...
I'm afraid I cannot answer that. I assume you aren't naive enough to expect answers.
Oh, this guy is so... However you want to spin it, you're clearly involved in this somehow. So you can either start talking, or we'll... Let's get him! Traveler?
You're remarkably calm. Some would act more rashly upon finding the ringleader all alone. But you keep your cool.
Did you show yourself just to say that?
Is this you trying to take back control of the conversation? I am here merely to indulge my own curiosity. Your names are well known among the Fatui. Naturally, I...
Hey! Don't treat us like we're some kind of exotic...
Oh, I wouldn't dream of it. You seem rather... I'm quite aware that you are both heroes of great renown. You have resolved crises in many nations, and I've been following your adventures with great admiration. My only regret...
What do you mean, admiration? Sorry, but that sounds pretty...
I don't see why. We may happen to occupy opposing sides. Heated enmity between us. To respect one's enemy is to respect oneself.
Well, now that you're observing us up close...
I've observed as keenly as I can. Yet, while I endeavor to understand, your true strength remains a mystery to me. Violence is not my area of expertise either, so, you see, I would much rather converse with you like this than determine a victor with the edge of a blade. Besides, I've heard that even 3 moons in the sky fail to eclipse your brilliance. I know better than to bite off more than I can chew.
So you have a connection with the Harbinger, the Doctor.
Well deduced. Our commander, Dottore, died in Nodcry, but there are things that do not end with his departure. We must... Look at me. I almost divulged more than I should have.
What are you after? Revenge for Dottore?
I've said quite enough, I believe. There's no point in continuing this conversation, except to say, I've noticed that you seem to know your way around here quite well. A repeated visitor to Gurabad? I'll take that as a yes. Then I'm sure you'll have heard the story of this place. The mother of the Jinn, Lilupar, and the tragic tale of her vengeance that spanned 3 generations. It was right here that Lilupar once helped the wise to ascend to the throne. But from that moment on, every king who sat upon it, these degenerate rulers lost control over their nation, and with it, the right to occupy.
What are you trying to say?
I once admired you for your adventures. That is the earnest truth. But it appears to me that your journey serves ultimately to uphold the rules of this world. Are these rules truly just? Does the heavenly principles rule with wisdom or folly? And how can we be sure that the 7 who wield authority over the world will not be...
Do you seriously think you're gonna convince us of...
Convince you? I'm sure my commander already tried that. Why would I waste my breath doing that? If a few words from a stranger were enough to make someone completely change their stance, it would only prove that they never had a firm will to begin with. I am merely stating my position, so that we might understand each other better. One's enemy in the present may not necessarily be an enemy for life. As for what game I'm playing here, I'm simply buying some time. It was a wise decision not to attack me immediately. Since you did not fall for my ambush, I will now have to ask those in hiding to reveal themselves.
Leave this to us, sir.
Very well. I trust you to do what is necessary. Stall him while I execute the next step of Sumeru City, Irminsul.
Hey! Stop right there! Don't you...
All units, stop them!
Did you hear that?
This time.
He mentioned Sumeru City and Irminsul! He definitely knows something! We can't let him get away! Get rid of these pesky soldiers, quick!
Rear guard to the front! Don't let them through!
Get that thing in position!
Hold on! Just a little longer!
it all adds up.
We finally beat them! That mysterious guy can't have gotten far! Let's catch up with him!
Our bond is strong.
Found him!
You're very persistent.
Hey, you! Stop running and explain your... What's this?
Relax. A small trap like the sandstorms from Gurabad will die down soon enough, but this small window of time was all we needed to launch the next. Don't be discouraged. I knew that someone would come here eventually, so where to chat with you, which door to exit from, even which mechanism to wait by for you. You, meanwhile, know nothing of who I am. So far, you've only heard my voice, and for all you know, it may not even be real. But not to worry. This is only our first meeting.
Just answer me one last question. Why do you continue to follow Dottore? He has conducted countless cruel experiments.
Follow isn't quite the right word. Let's just say even those you see as villains have their friends, even if they aren't the most sincere. When any set of rules is established, there will be those who benefit and those who lose out. People will do anything to justify what they have gained or escape from the hardship imposed upon them. Neither he nor I are tolerated by the rules of this world. We were both searching for a new order. Our ideas of the final form that should take may have differed, but our journeys took a shared path. Goodbye, traveler and Paimon. I wish you a timely escape, albeit not too soon. I will need a little more time to...
Hey! Come back! Wait, this dark wall. We've seen these on our adventures, but Paimon's sorry. She shouldn't have jumped a gun! Oh, okay.
Sino and his team are guarding the north.
There's so many Jin. Don't fret. I am well prepared for this.
Huh. So you have a solution?
Perhaps you're unaware that I have a trusty genie partner of my own, Plumpy. If I send her to negotiate with the others, off you go, Plumpy. Come on, what's the holdup? 5,000... 20,000 Mora. 100,000 Mora. Fine.
Ah, so she's a hired partner.
Hired partners are reliable too. Plumpy here is a highly skilled negotiator. You'll see. Just a few words from her and... Plumpy! Don't you Jin have any respect for the rules? This was supposed to be a negotiation. You wanna play rough? Two can play at that game.
Looks like it's up to us now. Be careful.
Yes, Master. What happened? How did I pass out? Never mind. Plumpy, it's time for revenge.
You know, this reminds me of when you first arrived in a video forest. You were trying to help a child retrieve a lost toy when you stumbled upon Spino Crocodile territory by mistake.
Yeah, I remember. Our first time fighting side by side.
Fighting side by side? I seem to recall swooping in to rescue you with a team of forest rangers.
Please stop.
Can't see? I hear everything.
There's too many. I can't believe I used 12 rare items in one battle. Ugh. I shudder to think of the.
Tainari, how's the situation on your end?
We held the line, though it was a close call. But
they've breached our defenses in the south. The Jinn are
We're hemmed in. This is getting precarious.
That's why we wanted to confirm your status. We need to consider our next move carefully.
Bad news. Another line of defense.
Kale, go with them and assess the situation. Dory and I.
But Master!
This is not a discussion, Kale. Don't worry about it.
Wait, you can't pin all. Oh, great. I've almost run out of the things I brought with me, and the rest is back at the caravan. I should be able to hold out for a.
Need any help?
Huh?
What is it, Kale?
If things continue like this, it won't be long before Aru village is overrun by Jinn.
I don't care. Whoever you.
The only one who can help is you. I am a spirit created at the beginning. I am a flickering illusion.
What do you mean?
It doesn't matter. You don't need to understand it. Just repeat.
Watch out! Jinn incoming!
I am a spirit created at the beginning.
Here goes nothing. I am a spirit created at the beginning.
I am a flickering.
I am a flickering illusion. What's wrong, Plumpy?
That's.
Do you know what Kale is?
I am the shimmering light that flow.
I am the shimmering light that flows from the eyes of the Creator.
It's a song composed by the goddess of flowers, but very few records of it remain. Is Kale?
Not to my.
The Jinn have actually quieted down. Although.
Clearly, the songs left by the goddess of flowers have a
Really? Don't stay away! I'll stop!
It seems like the song only works when Kale.
Kale.
Any luck?
When I heard that loud rumbling in the distance, I thought the shifting sands had bust open the gates to some ancient treasure vault.
Huh? Wait, that sounds like.
It's been a long while. Did you miss me? Let's save the catching up for later. First, I gotta get you guys out of there. This should be the right mechanism. Ben, can you handle it? There we go. Come on, let's.
Fatui sure made themselves scarce. It's like they were...
The Fatui?
Yep. No idea what they're planning this time. They were...
How have you been, Jack?
Well, since we last met, I've started my own band of mercs. We've actually made quite a name for ourselves. Oh, yeah. On a slightly different note, I finally took care of Masaira. Not much to write home about. It was just another day. Found his hideout. Dragged him. He tried to talk me into seeing his point of view, as usual. But I'm way past that by now. There was nothing he could say to save his life. What about you guys? Bet you've forgotten all about me.
Of course not! We're super...
Wow. Sounds like I should make time to visit some other nations too.
Oh, right. I'm on almost...
Oh, that bottle?
Yeah! We need her power to come. Here's hoping we actually manage to find her, after all the trouble we've been through. Surely with everything's been going on in Let's see. She should... Aha!
What a long dream that was. Oh, and you're here too, little wildcat. The four of us back together again. Imagine that. After we last parted ways, I merged with the land beneath Gurabad to suppress the dark calamity. It rekindled the flame of vengeance within the Jinn, depriving Gurabad of any hope of... I fought against it for a long, long time. Until one day, I sensed a change in a foreign land to the west. Once satisfied that that dark power could no longer bewitch the Jinn, I too fell into a deep slumber. Why have you returned to Gurabad, my master? And why is my sand-swept homeland in disarray?
Well, basically, Sumeru's in danger and a lot of our friends are affected. Some bad guys messed around with Ermit. We managed to chase off the culprits, but we have no idea how to see...
Child's play. I shall quell the Jinn and...
Thank you, Lilupar.
No need to thank me, my master. I have granted many wishes in my time, and then...
The sandstorm's gone. The sun... When I said that we'd meet again under a lovelier sun...
Yay! Although, honestly, Paimon would love to hang out with you more. Even if the weather's... Well, there shouldn't be any more Jinn breaking out, right? Are we okay to head back?
Sounds good. You can...
Another...
The storms have stopped! We should be able to get to the Temple of Silence without any problems now. Time to regroup!
So, this is the Temple of Silence. I've heard the Nagarjanites mention it in passing, but...
I thought the temple moved to the rainforest ages ago. When did they scamper back?
I don't know. This plan's even in King Deshret's day. This was experimental technology.
Well, unless you know of another viable alternative for the Akasha terminal,
The plan is sound, and the risks are manageable. The scale of this project is enormous. Even with Carvey, Faruzan, and every other scholar of mechanics working on it full-time.
You're back. Everything all right?
Friends of yours?
Pretty much everyone in the Temple of Silence is.
Hello, I'm Jet, and this is Lilupar.
Oh, a famous name.
Pleased to meet you. A friend of a friend is a friend of mine, as they...
Who's they?
Huh? Do people not say that?
Not in the desert. Friends you can trust, but friends of friends? Gotta keep an eye. Still, I do trust the Traveler's judgment.
The sandstorms have calmed down. I take it the Gurabad problem is resolved?
And after getting all smarmy with us, he trapped us there. Luckily, Jet used the mechanism outside to free us, and then we got Lilupar to put a stop to—
Wow. Thanks for being...
So... This mystery man openly admitted that he was...
Yeah? Is there something weird about that?
I assume you aren't naive enough to well deduced.
Are you wondering about his true identity? Or do you think there's a bit...
I wouldn't go as far as to call it a conspiracy. Just the simple fact that having someone to shift the blame on tends to prove useful should trouble come knock. The most important thing for now is to solve the immediate problem. Perhaps that man knew you wouldn't have the resources to investigate his background and so didn't put much effort in.
This is all getting a little cryptic for me. I'll let you guys talk while I take a walk with Lilupar.
Jet?
Aren't you with the Blazing Beasts? What a coincidence.
We're mercs. You can run into us anywhere.
So, did you find the solution you were looking for in the—
You bet we did. So far, we've discussed a plan and verified its feasibility. Building a new system from scratch is out of the question. So our only option is to modify the Akasha using certain resources we hope to find in the...
According to certain sources in the Temple of Silence, there is a core device in King Deshret's mausoleum known as Aru. Little is known about this device in academic circles. If these sources prove correct, the energy contained within Aru may be sufficient to power... However, this raises difficult questions regarding technological integration.
Yeah, but I'm sure they'll reach a compromise once they've argued. The people of the rainforest are always cautious when it comes to desert technology. But times of crisis like this leave us with little choice.
Wait, is this the same Aru we've heard of before? It's sealed off, right? Some sort of prison where the Goat King, Ibis King, and Crocodile...
Well remembered. According to our records, Aru was the most brilliant creation King Deshret ever conceived of. Built by divine and mortal artisans working together. It was a miraculous accomplishment, and it lies hidden deep within the king's mausoleum to this day. That being said, what Aru actually does and why it was built, those are... Until recently, I wouldn't have been optimistic that the place even exists. The only reason I'm inclined to believe it now is because we heard it from the Ibis King Thoth himself at his temple. The tale of how the 3 retainers of Al-Akhmar...
Paimon totally gets that. When Paimon first heard about it, she thought it sounded... Do you guys still remember that? The Ibis King told us they were trapped in Aru and that they had to answer 3 questions to get out.
I think I remember. What causes our rise and fall? What obliterates love and hate? And what determines...
Yeah. If only Nefer were here. She's dealt with the Ibis King before, so she might know...
Not cry.
Huh?
Yeah. Had another lady with her, too. Both said they knew you. They contacted the sages, claiming they might be able to offer...
Really? Yes, really. One of them said she's made Nodcry her home. If she's the person...
Looks like betting on Aru was the right...
See? They're right over there.
Nicole Nefer.
Nicole! Nefer!
Why, hello! We're here to help. It's a good thing we left early.
Locked out?
Oh, you haven't heard? An invisible barrier has appeared around Sumeru's borders, cutting off all. No one can leave and no one can enter.
Are the Fatui behind?
Actually, no. This has nothing to do with them. I suspect it's a defense mechanism within Irminsul itself. Irminsul is the source of Tevat's ley lines, after all. And Sumeru is. I imagine this function was put in place to seal the entire region off in the event of serious damage, preventing the disaster from spreading to the rest of Tevat. It may have been implemented long ago.
But doesn't that mean that the people here won't be able to escape to other nations if the
Currently, that does appear to be the case, which is precisely why I am here. This is a critical moment for the world, and
Paimon, surprised you managed to convince her to come back to Sumeru.
Indeed. Even for someone of my wisdom and eloquence, this tested my...
And why should it concern me that Sumeru's in trouble?
Judging by your tone, I suppose you don't.
Sounds like you don't know much about my past.
All I know is that the Ibis King is the source of your power. He was quite a prominent moon envoy once upon a time. So I do know if, as for your past, I have ways to learn the full story if I wish to. But everyone has secrets they'd rather keep to themselves.
I'm glad you see it that way, Miss Nicole. I've chosen to call Nodcry home, which is why I did my part in its hour of need. That doesn't mean world savings become a habit with me. I have no particular desire.
I understand. Human emotions do not appear and disappear without cause. There is still, if time has taught me anything, it's that human emotions are often complex and in conflict. That's why people change their minds but that's where we angels come in. Our duty ultimately is to guide people towards their deepest, truest desires. So I wish to hear about your past, because I do not believe you are motivated by hatred alone. And if we still arrive at different conclusions in the end...
I refuse.
Wait, what? But I set the atmosphere and everything. Isn't this supposed...
Is it? Maybe I'm not so good at reading the atmosphere. You're right, Nicole. There's more to me than just hatred. Had it consumed, but I don't think that your guidance can change my mind. The all-consuming sands...
Do you wish to shake them off?
No. I hope to remember them forever. Those emotions and memories...
In that case...
Sure. It's not every day you get to...
A long, long time ago, when the angel... Monotonous work, lukewarm relationships... Things weren't nearly as interesting as they are now. And yet, since the angel's demise, human emotions are often attached to a person, a place, or an object. When those things are gone, the memories quickly fade. If Sumeru were destroyed, both rainforest and desert would be no more. With the object of your hatred wiped from existence, it would not. Both love and hate are intense emotions.
Most sophisticated, Miss Nicole. But anyone focused on the future could only ever applaud. Still, I'm a special case. Someone once told me that human memory is more selective than a Mora-hungry merchant choose. As much as I dislike Sumeru, this is no way for it to perish. All right, you win.
How much will you need? You're not gonna milk this. I'll be upfront with you. I don't have much more on me. If that's what you need, I could borrow some from Alice. Or perhaps I could pay in skull.
Just cover my travel.
Huh?
That's all. Given all the people I owe favors to, I can just about justify a trip to Sumeru. Yehoda!
Here, boss! What do you need?
I'm going back to Sumeru for a while. While I'm away, you'll be in charge.
Me? I'm in charge? Whoa! Don't worry, boss. And that was how the ingenious angel Nicole brought you the perfect person for the job in your hour of...
That was far more detailed than necessary. I never thought I'd return. Especially not the desert. But life doesn't always go as planned. What's Candace up to?
She is still taking care of things in our village. Should be joining us before too long. Oh, and sorry. Hope we're not interrupting anything.
We're planning to go to the mausoleum of King Deshret to look for the legendary Aru.
According to records in the Temple of Silence, the mausoleum houses something called Aru's Chute, which can be used to establish connection.
We still have some time before we leave.
By the way, who are these two new?
Just call me Nefer. I'm based in Nodcry. Did I hear you mention Aru?
Correct.
Well, I happen to have a connection with one of the 3 retainers imprisoned inside, the Ibis King. I'm here to get things done, so if you don't...
That sounds perfect.
Miss Nefer, are you from the desert by any chance?
Why do you ask?
I don't know. There's a familiar air about you. Plus, you mentioned Candace. Sorry, I'm Dia, an Eremite mercenary. My work...
I'm on good terms with Dory, and she's mentioned you all before. However, my associate here is probably less well acquainted.
Actually, I'm a little better acquainted than you might think.
Huh. Are my eyes playing tricks on me? It looked like you spoke without...
Ventriloquism.
What is it, Kale?
It's you. You encouraged me to report my dreams to the General Archon.
I have many titles, but let's go with the most pertinent one. I am Nicole Rain, an angel who has lived since ancient times.
An angel? Sounds like a big deal.
Oh, Well, we're a rather long-living race of beings. Not gods, technically, but we can still tell you a lot of stories from ancient...
Yep, and she's also an amazing sculptor.
You could say she's a real creative.
Well, ma'am, if both the Traveler and
Oh, please don't call me ma'am. I find it so awkward when people get to... Just relax and be yourselves.
Miss Nicole? If it's okay...
Yes, you may. I can see your heart is filled with confusion. I also know which questions you want to ask me. Why did you dream of Sumeru City in disarray? I can guide you to the truth, but it involves a personal secret of yours. I'd prefer to speak with you alone, if possible. I thought we were going to speak alone.
What's wrong with it? Even the doctors at Dar al-Shifa allow patients to be accompanied by family members.
Well, if Kale doesn't mind her secret...
Thanks for being so considerate, Miss Nicole. I don't know what secret you mean, but whatever it is...
Closest friends! It's so nice to hear that.
All right. In Kale, are you aware that there are god remains inside your body?
I am. When I was young, I got sick. The Fatui convinced my mom and dad that they could help. And there were a lot of other kids just like me there. This creepy... I can still remember the pain like it was yesterday. But thanks to the friends... Anyway. So, you're saying...
Yes. Those were the remains of Nabu Malikata.
What? Huh. You don't seem surprised like the rest of us.
The possibility crossed my mind when Kale recited the Goddess of Flowers song and calmed the jinn.
You made Paimon jump! What are you doing here, Lilupar?
I was merely passing through when I heard the name of the Goddess of Flowers. Be assured that I share your surprise. You, with the hat. Are you certain? I sense no trace of the Lord of Flowers within her.
Well, it is a very small fragment. Unless special methods are used to manifest its power, Even her closest acquaintances would find it near him. After the goddess passed away, her remains were scattered across the desert. King Deshret gathered all. Eventually, the Fatui must have found a way to track some of them down. You're more shaken than I thought. In one sense, you've been extraordinarily lucky. So many people who...
I don't know what to say. I'm glad that I could help everyone with this power. Really.
Well, people value their autonomy very highly. Even a...
I understand how you feel, Kale. But once you get used...
I guess you of all people have a...
Two good reasons, in fact. Incidentally, 3 is the maximum number of Hermanubis's Ba fragments that I could bear.
Let me guess. Because 2's company, but 3's a crowd?
Thanks for helping to explain the
Not my intention.
Goddess preserve me. I should take my leave. This boy in his wolf's head hat speaks much too differently from the Hermanubis I remember.
Kale, all I'm trying to say is, no matter how many Hermanubis fragments there are within me, you wouldn't think of me as Hermanubis. And this...
Yeah. So about that dream I had.
Yes. Just like me, she was an angel created by the primordial humans, born with the instinct to guide living beings. Though her body and soul have perished, her essence retains its natural instincts. Even her, the mother of dreams, lord of flowers and oases, she must have had a premonition.
But I still don't understand.
Yes. Why indeed? You weren't the only one injected with god remains, but only in you have her fragments persisted. I suspect it may be because of the firm will you showed in the face of suffering. Of course, this doesn't mean you have to shoulder any extra responsibility. As this young man said. All right. Any further questions from the family members of the patient? If not, we should head to the...
Let's move out.
We all hope it'll work. But will we really be able to open Aru? And even if all 7 pillars of King Deshret...
Haven't you handled other big projects?
I mean, the biggest project I've worked on to date is probably the Palace of...
Look on the bright side. At least this time you're actually here when Sumeru needs you most. You won't have to come asking me for...
Mock me all you want. But now that I'm here, things will be resolved far...
Kave's self-doubt disappeared and...
Well, this confidence is most gladdening. Now, go and pack your things.
Dissipate!
Oh, Miss Nicole. I heard you're a
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't want to blow my own trumpet.
Honestly, even though Kasharawar is best known for its focus on mechanics, plenty of Kasharawars. So if they rate your work, that's enough for us.
Who's we?
Myself and a few other scholars.
Oh, well, if you insist,
Whoa!
Look at the level of detail. The squirrel descends from the heavens like a champion, and the earth trembles beneath its feet.
Kave? Kave, come here for a sec. Oh, and Madame Farazan, didn't you used to study in our...
All right, but hang on a moment.
You called? What is it, youngster?
This squirrel...
Oh, a squirrel. I wouldn't say cute per se. The realism is what stands...
Oh, a hero? I suppose so. Actually, I didn't really have a specific theme in mind. I just started...
I see. Well, do you tend to read
As a matter of fact, I do quite enjoy those. Everyone loves a good tale of daring.
Then perhaps this statue represents the heroic tale you long to see deep down inside. Also on the subject of heroism, I feel that if the subject posed with a finger raised towards the heavens, it would lend a greater gravitas. I'm sure some would call it cliché or old-fashioned, but not me. I think it would be a perfect fit. Kaveh.
Sorry, Madame Faruzan, I'm a little...
What a pity. That young man has excellent aesthetic tastes.
What a genius idea! Why didn't I think of that? Classical beauty is a great direction to explore.
That's it. What precisely? A declaration of victory. Then place the two statues.
Yes!
It'll be a masterpiece. Miss... I'm sorry.
Just call me Nicole.
What? Oh, no.
Why ever not? Madam is a state of mind called my dear Miss Nicole. Once we make it through these trying times, should we have the pleasure of meeting again, in this day of age, it's rare to find people with an appreciation for classical aesthetics. Meeting you was...
Honestly, I feel the same way. It's been a long time since I met anyone interested in this style of statue. Clearly, they don't. Also, I have to say, you're a very good judge of character. Because when I think about it, I really am someone who likes stories about heroes. That must be why I've quietly kept watch over generation after...
Sorry, keeping watch over heroes?
Never mind that.
Let's not tell Madame Faruzan about Miss Nicole's true identity for now.
Good idea. Let's limit the conversation to aesthetics.
I hope everyone's ready. We'll be arriving at our destination very shortly. Why, we've not seen so many visitors ever, really. What is this place now, a tourist attraction? Closer inspection reveals many familiar faces. To what do we dusty old fellows owe the honor? Surely, and not just he.
You surmise correctly. We are here to carry...
Oh, enormous, you say? How large, then? Larger than the... Why, you've even put a smile on Goatee and Crocco's faces. All this activity is making for... I know that laugh. Lilapar? What on earth are you doing here?
This is hilarious. Turns out good things really do come to those who wait. As long as you stay alive long enough. When did you three get locked up in here? And still you act all high and mighty, putting on a show for the younglings.
Why you? Yes, I know. No need to shout. You're right, Lilupar. Goatee, Crocco, and I all... But didn't King Deshret seal you away? How did you break...
Who knows? Perhaps you can ask my master one day, should you ever get the chance. Behold, the executioners of old. Some have turned into fragments residing in human bodies, and others are imprisoned eternally, leaving not a single shard. It's almost tragic, watching lowly prisoners like you act all self-important. Curiosity gnaws at you, doesn't it? Your interest in the outside world threatens to...
I'm starting to take a liking to this magic bottle lady.
Time is of the essence. We come to you, O three ancient lords, to request your assistance on behalf of the Academia. If we can help you regain your freedom, then as for precisely what we need your help with, it's a long story. So, to demonstrate our sincerity, we are prepared to first... All right, stop arguing, Crocco, and Goatee, don't you start. What's the harm in letting her speak? It's not worth getting so angry about. Forget about her. The three questions are the crucial thing. But do you really have a way to answer them? You once answered the final question, Nefer, but the seal did not open. Unless, with the passage of time...
You could say so. When you first asked me what determines truth and falsehood, my answer was liars are the best at seeing through the falsehoods of the world. But if you want them to tell you the truth...
I think that makes sense.
I found it quite compelling myself, and I told Nefer so.
Well, That's simply because it was my answer, not the—
Can you guess which answer Al-Ahmar was?
Time. And that's not only the answer to the final question. All things wax and wane with the passage of time. Current affairs are always fraught with conflict and controversy. Only time can distinguish between right and wrong. You once described King Deshret as a proud man. I'd say that the prouder someone is, the more inclined—
Indeed. Perhaps in building Aru, our king was in fact attempting to reverse time, to bring love and hate, right and wrong, the rise and fall. This is the most eventful day I have experienced in a long—
Are those 3 of the 7 pillars?
Turns out the statues were quite faithful to—
You 3 seem to be in good—
Prison can help a person grow and learn to cherish what they have. Nevertheless, after everything you've done for me, I sincerely hope you never have to experience it for yourself. Hello.
It's good to see you.
Nice. Definitely puts my mind at ease. Seeing you.
Should we maybe introduce—
Sure. I'm Sethos, the current leader of the Temple of Silence. This is General Mahamatra Sino. And this is the
Everything is equally new to us, in truth. We've been gone from this mortal world for longer than—
Let's hold off on the introductions for now. We can always ask Nefer about you later. It'll give me something to talk about with my chosen—
You're like a helpless parrot. Gods and people of yore are not necessarily welcome in today's world. Self-awareness is one of my finest qualities.
Is that so? Well, I think we'll take it in stride, just as we did with the 3 questions. Let's not forget, it was—
Fair point.
And I must praise you for your wisdom. Now—
I'm sorry?
Why, your tremendous accomplishments deserve a reward, do they not? You must let us do something for—
General Maham—
I won't beat around the bush. Sumeru is facing a crisis the likes of which—
Every calamity throughout the ages has been connected to us in one way.
Whatever is wrong with Irminsul, it severely affected the Dendro Archon.
The Dendro Dragon? I'm sorry, the Dendro Dragon?
Not a pep, surely. Not vicious, cruel, a pep who possesses no virtues aside from her basic instinct.
I shudder to think what could have caused Lesser Lord Kusanali to suffer such a plight. Still, why would the Dendro Dragon lend you her aid? She has always held nothing but contempt.
You can help us make history.
Smooth soccer.
Currently, no one can connect to Irminsul. We hope that by opening up Aru and making some modifications to it—
Unfortunately, Aru is an imperfect creation. King Deshret never managed to realize his full vision before his death. Much remains to be done if it is to be pitted against Irmin. Besides, I hear your reasons, but to give Aru up over such would be—
The archaeological records clearly indicate that although Aru's construction took a long time, it was not beyond human means to achieve. Modern technology—
This is by no means a threat. But the only reason we helped you escape from Aru was to gain the necessary leverage. You asked us to state our wishes, and we have. Each one of us here needs your help, as do all the thousands of people.
What do we think, my fellow old fogies?
Since you ask so—
Naturally what? Are you for—
I simply mean we shall do what comes natural. You claim that you wish to open Aru. Know you then that the—
We do. We are—
In all likelihood, the mortal world—
We are—
If your minds are made— Saint Shezepank, Saint Bennu. Once you surrendered to silence and were buried with King Deshret.
भाई जवान और लाइट चले जा रहे हैं। We'll meet you in next day, guys.